Hello! I'm going to do something different today. Rather than cooking, baking, gardening, or a cleaning hack, I'm actually going to do a product review on my Christmas gift. So, I know my husband got this for me at Costco. It is the Frigidaire EFIC108-WHITE. And so let's open this up and see how we like it. The great thing about buying something at Costco is if it's not something you're truly in love with, they will take returns, no questions asked. All right, I'm gonna open this up at the side, so hopefully you can see everything better as we do this. All right, there's our instruction book. Well, it's definitely packaged nice and tight and protected. All right, so some of the neat things that this claims to do is it produces up to 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. The bin stores up to 1.5 pounds of ice at a time. It makes ice in as little as 6 minutes, so we're going to time it and see if that's true. It makes ice cubes in 2 different sizes to suit our needs. It has a 2.3 quart capacity water reservoir for maximum ice production. It has an exterior drain to ensure easy use, and it comes with an ice shovel. So taking off of this. Okay, so the top 5 troubleshooting tips. First, add water. Indicator light turns on. It means to add water and the ice maker will operate automatically. Don't use distilled water. There's no indication on the control panel. Check that your plug is plugged in into the electrical outlet. The ice full indicator is on, which means you need to remove ice from the ice storage basket to make more, and take out the basket to put it back in properly. Ice blockage, no ice is being made. Turn the machine off, start it again, or change the size selector to the small ice cubes. And loud noise. Check that it's not any objects that are blocking the fan. Okay, so as you know from watching my cooking shows, I don't have a lot of counter space. So one thing I'm not 100% sure on is where I'm going to put the ice maker. So one of the nice things I see right away is it's got a nice long cord, so which means I can put it in lots of different spaces in my kitchen. I'm actually thinking about putting it where my KitchenAid is, and putting my KitchenAid away because I don't use it often, and I'm really hoping that I can use this ice machine frequently. My fridge does not have an ice machine maker, and so this is something that I know that I will use a lot of. Okay, so we've got some tape holding the basket into place here that I'm pulling out. I'm going to turn it to the side, and in here you've got there's your basket. And there's your scoop. It's also taped in. See some more tape pieces. I'm gonna, that's for, okay. I'm gonna go read the instruction manual and get right back to you. Okay, so the instructions were really simple and easy to read. One page on using it, and then also on one page on your care and cleaning. So one thing that I read and I understand is that you need to make sure that it stays level for 2 hours before you use it. Now, because I've tipped it on the side to show you what the process is, I'm actually going to now wait 2 hours and come back to you before we fill it up with water and run it for the first time. So I can take a 2-hour break and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put the ice maker right beside my KitchenAid. It looks like there's enough room if I move my knives over. But one thing to note is the plug-in. So the angle of the plug-in, it has to actually be on the bottom of the two because it can't go to the side. So that's something to take note of. Okay, so we've now waited 2 hours and it has been on a level surface. So before the first use, the instructions say that it needs to be on that level surface for 2 hours, and then you need to ensure that that we don't fill it with hot water. So cool water, regular tap water is what we're going to fill this with. So here we go. So using your ice maker. I don't know if this is too simple, but just going through it. So we're going to ensure that the drain plug underneath the front of the unit is closed. Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to plug it into the wall, which we have. The green power indicator light is on. We're going to open the cover, remove the ice basket. Now this might be the problem with having it over here, is that oh, there we go, the door is open. And we're going to fill the water reservoir. Now there is a maximum fill line here, and I'm going to put it all the way to the top. Okay, and this is a little bit more. This is 2 liters. I didn't quite fill it up. I'm going to go fill it up some more and make sure that it's filled to the maximum line. So it's just the maximum line. It says do not fill it above that level. We're going to replace the ice basket. We're going to close the lid, and then we're going to press the power button so that it's on. Oh, and I'm hearing something, which means it's working. Okay. So it's going to remain on. We're going to change. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I want to make sure that I've got small ice. I want to try and see what the size of that is. You see the movement of the water in there? Okay. So it says that the first ice making is going to take 8 to 13 minutes, depending on the ice size. And so I selected small. Hopefully it'll be a little bit quicker. And it's going to start with the water being pumped into the reservoir, the water tray situated below the evaporator. And away we go. So we had ice for dinner tonight, and that was a lovely treat. I love pebble ice if I was going to have my preferred choice, but a pebble ice machine costs an atrocious amount of money. I'm not willing to spend that on an ice machine. So I found this was really great ice. It was soft, chewable, which is something that I love. It did melt because of it a little bit quicker. So last night we left ice in the ice maker overnight just to see how well it would fare. And this is how the ice looks. So you can see that some of it has melted. It's been turned on again, so it's continued to make some more, but this is, apparently it doesn't keep it cold, or at least cold enough that it would in a freezer. But just wanted to show you. So from this, we've learned that we need to make the ice and then put it in our freezer if we want to continue to keep it. But also the good thing to note is that as it melts down into the reservoir down below. And so you're never wasting any water. You may run the machine excessively or more than it needs to be run. But as the ice melts, it drips in the reservoir below and then comes back up and is made into ice again. So we've had the ice machine for over a week now and just wanted to keep on using it so I could give you an honest review on how I liked it. So I want to show you the two sizes of ice that we have. I just put them in a Ziploc bag so that I could keep them frozen and as large as possible. So this is the difference between the two. This is your small and this is your large. They are the same in height. Oopsie daisy. There you go. In height. See? This one is just thinner and this one's thicker. So that is the difference. Large, small. The small, of course, will melt faster and they're easier to chew. The large last longer and they're harder to chew, but they still are great. Just depends on what style ice cube you're looking for. So for me, this has been a hit. I love the ice machine. I'm keeping it. It's going to be great for us all year round. I'm actually really looking forward to taking it with us when we go camping. We always use electricity at our sites, and so I am excited about the idea of us having ice all weekend long while we're camping. So anyways, that's your review of the Frigidaire Countertop ice maker, and thanks for checking in with me today. Doing more videos. This little guy back here is who's keeping my time all busy. His name is Galaxy. He's with Dogs with Wings. We are fostering him and he's taken up all my time, hence why my videos have become less, because he takes up more time than anything else that I'm doing right now. But thanks for joining me this week. We'll bring another video to you next week. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on that little bell to get notified my new videos come out each and every week. Thanks for joining me on this journey of YouTube channel. We reached over 700 subscribers and I am so happy and excited to be doing this with all of you. Thanks for your support and love. I appreciate it, and we're going to keep on doing this as